Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, my name is Lloyd King. I'm publisher of Landmark Books. Thank you for coming all the way to Alexandria and Fort Park for the launch of Umage's book, Our Name is Mutiny. I think I need to explain why we are holding this launch here. Because just a stone's throw away, as you returned into Fort Park and saw the Global Institute, that was where the first shot of the mutiny was fired. And just a stone's throw away in the Balinese garden was where the first person was killed during the mutiny. So this is the reason why you've traveled all this distance to launch Umage's book here. Our guest of honor tonight is Mr. George Yeo. He doesn't need any introduction at all. He is, of course, a former foreign minister and now senior advisor of the Kerry Group. I will ask now George to speak to us. Thank you, Mr. Yeo.
So nice to be here, to see many old friends, to make new ones. I felt very honored when Umage asked me to write the blurb for his book and to launch it. I worked with Umage in the foreign ministry and always found him a treasure house of history. One day I received a gift from the Middle East, which included rose perfume from Taif. I knew there was a symbolism to it, but I had no idea what it meant. So I asked him, and he explained to me how it was a way to honor an important guest. And therefore, the gift was correctly interpreted. And indeed, when the gift is carefully chosen, it is intended to deliver a message. One day I chanced to read some report about the Arab community in Southeast Asia, about the history of the Hadramis, and how once upon a time there were Shiites. So I was intrigued, so I asked Umage what he thought. Then he connected me to Ho Eng Seng, who's here. And Eng Seng had spent 2 years in Hadramaut, written a book called The Race of Tarim. And we had the pleasure one day of traveling to Hadramaut with members of the Singapore Arab community. So Tarims, Seiyun, Shibam, and they went to Sana'a. It's heartbreaking to see what has happened to the Yemen since. But when the British were in the Yemen, they had to mediate between two contending tribes. And the mediation was done at the Al-Kaf Mansion in Singapore. Singapore is filigree. There is no part of Singapore which is not iconic of history over the centuries. When I was told that tonight's launch would be a hot park, I thought, Umage, this place could not have been chosen by accident. I said, of course, Alexandra Barracks, where you all started. The sepoys, they were here very early when the British were here. And as the city grew, they were moved to the outskirts. Initially, they were at the foot of Fort Canning. So they had adobes, so we have Dobicon. Then they moved further away. And the sepoy lines where Singapore General Hospital is today. And in fact, the first paragraph in Umage's book about firing squad of the mutineers. Until today, many Singaporeans, especially those in older generation, call Singapore General Hospital Si Pai Po because of this old sepoy connection. But why Singapore? in the scheme of empire. I had read about the Sepoy Mutiny when I was in SAF, when it was a case study about foreign subversion of Muslim soldiers in Singapore, playing upon an underlying grievance, fake news, inflaming deep passions, and therefore a revolt by mostly Pathan and Rashput Muslim soldiers. But there was a Punjabi element to it. And of course, Umesh himself has Punjabi origins, and which must have been part of the reason why he took particular interest in this mutiny. And by chasing the threats, boy, these threats lead us to all continents and to all parts of the world. This was not a simple story at all. And Umej's book does a stellar job in tracing these threats and explaining why the Sepoy Mutiny is not intelligible in itself. It's intelligible only against a much wider landscape. It is also a story about Singapore. This year we celebrate the 200th anniversary of the founding Singapore of Raffles. We then became a key node in the global network. And because it was a key node in the global network, it was a military node. Mao Zedong famously talked about political power issuing out the barrel of a gun. The Raj was maintained not by Shakespeare, not by the skills of the administrators, but fundamentally by violence. And a few soldiers and administrators were able to hold an entire population of a subcontinent in awe by force. I remember reading a story about Indian mutiny and how when it was finally suppressed and the death sentence had to be carried out, a parade was called. People were encouraged to watch mutineers being fired out from cannons. It was a bloody affair, a spectacle, but there was a purpose to it. It was to intimidate, to tell everyone, you rebel against me again, this is what will happen. When I was in Hong Kong recently, Hong Kong is going through a very difficult period, and talking about the Opium War, and how important Indian opium was for balanced trade for the Russian India, and how determined the British were to open up the Chinese market for opium. And when despite Hong Kong being ceded, the Qing was still determined to stop it. So there was a second opium war around 1860. And this time the British wanted to deliver a message which the Chinese would never forget by burning down the Summer Palace. Mostly done by Indian soldiers, commanded by British forces. It was a vast empire, and Singapore was key to it, and which is why Singapore was a garrison town. The RAF, the naval base, and this area here, Alexandra Barracks, was established firstly as a cantonment for the Royal Navy, because the shipyards were, the naval station was near here. And then the British Army, Tanglin Barracks. So this is a setting. The difference between us and Penang was never a garrison town. It was too far north. And Penang is very angry that they are reclaiming new land. Because they say, why are we doing this? Penang is such a beautiful island. But the government in Penang has little state land because the land has all been alienated. So they're reclaiming land as a new source of revenue and space for development. But Singapore, in contrast, was a garrison town. So when Harold Wilson asks decided to pull British forces out from Singapore. Lee Kuan Yew was very worried because at that time some 40% of GDP depended on military expenditure. But when we became independent, the government inherited all the land which the British Air Force, Navy and Army occupied, including all this land around here. And that made possible space for development. So Singapore may be small, but it is historically very dense. It is ethnically very dense. It is religiously very dense. It is informationally very dense. Reading Umayyad's book gives us a sense of one aspect, one thread of what is woven into the Singapore fabric. There are many other such threads, and I hope his book will encourage us not only to explore this thread with all its delicacy, its intrinsic interest, but all the other threads as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yeo, for an insightful and sensitive speech that puts Umayyad's work in a global context and also in a current context. Thank you. The foreword to this book is written by Professor Tan Tai Yong, who is president of NUS Yale